Hey there, Gemini Sun, Gemini Moon, Gemini Rising. It's Maggie from Moon Directed. Welcome to my channel. Here we work with the energy to see how we can best utilize it to move our life forward in the most positive way possible. I was just meditating on your sign, and they started singing a song for you, which they haven't done for anyone else so far, so you are special. So it was this little light of mine. I'm going to let it shine. I'm sure you know that song. I got it at the beginning, and then when I got all done, I was getting ready to turn on the camera. They started singing it again. So this is a month where you're really going to want to be authentically who you are and allow your energy to shine forward. Before I forget and get to the channeled message, I do want to ask you to exchange energy with me to help me grow my channel, and go ahead and hit that thumbs up. And as we go through this reading, if anything resonates with you, I'd love to hear about it. I'm always love connecting with my viewers, and I actually put your names in my little book here. And I meditate. When I meditate before the sign, I really try to meditate on it to get answers for you guys. And I actually owe some people some, I'm going to pull some cards for people in there. I'm going to do that soon for people that have left me comments. So get your name on the list, right? Okay, so I use to get into your energy, I use the Oracle of the Dragon Fae by Lucy Cavendish to help me with the meditation and to figure out what it was that Spirit wanted to talk about. And then I channeled message by writing. So you have Anine and the Guardian, born innocent. It is number 12. Number 12 breaks down to 3. 3 is about community, but 3 is also about growth. It is about growth, and I think growth is actually what the real focus on this is. And then you have Queen Una. I'm going to spell that. Oonagh. Just as a brilliant solution is on its way. So she's the queen of the Dragon Fae. And she created a space where it was safe to be authentically the dragons and the Fae. And so I believe that this is about you creating a sacred space for you that allows you to grow and be your authentic self. So when I started channeling, the message was, Dear Gemini, as you move towards your eclipse season, it is time to evaluate what serves you and what no longer does, and what and who you are in your true essence. Releasing long-held beliefs on the divine feminine rises, in each one of us. Okay, as the divine feminine rises in each one of us. My handwriting when I'm channeling is not great. Using your innate, and your divine feminine, whether you're masculine or feminine, identify as masculine or feminine in this incarnation. We have both essences, the divine masculine and the divine feminine within each of us. Okay, so releasing long-held beliefs as the divine feminine rises in each of us, using your innate curiosity and your superpower to brainstorm a creative solution to a situation you now face. One, because I can't read my writing. One that allows for balance and fairness and growth of all parties. Call upon Archangel Gabriel. Before I got really started writing, Archangel Gabriel made it known that he was here. And I always kind of associate Archangel Gabriel with the air signs, in particular Gemini. And so, call upon Archangel Gabriel to help you brainstorm was how they finished it. Well, they sort of finished it. And so I started writing notes. I started writing things that I wanted to remember to tell you. Mercury, your ruling planet, is going into retrograde. It goes into retrograde. It actually went into retrograde on October 13th. You should be viewing this on the 14th. That's when it was released anyways. And so that planet is retrograding at 11 degrees of Scorpio back into Libra at 25 degrees. And so it's going back to where it was like September 24th, 25th. So what was going on in your life? Did you have a chance to go back and review what was happening, make some edits, reevaluate things? So anything that happened at that time this year will be brought up. I also feel it could have stuff to do with other times when it's touched in your chart, but this feels really like a recent review because we are in new energy where karma is solved more quickly. So I don't think you have to go back very far in cycles to figure out what the cycle is. Oh, and I'm guessing I'm right because my nose is itching like crazy. Okay, so And then also, so this is your 6th house of work-life balance back into your 5th house of fun and romance and creativity. So in September, at the end of September, were you starting a new relationship or renewing a new relationship or doing some new creative project? Had you start something and then have you kind of dropped the ball on it? And is this your chance to go back and edit and reevaluate and figure out how to do that? Because you are preparing for the eclipse season. And the eclipse season is happening, the eclipses are like November 30th and December 14th, I think. And so that's in, for you, Gemini, the North Node is in Gemini. That means the South Node is in Sagittarius. So the first one is in Sagittarius. It's a new moon eclipse. And the next one is the full moon in Gemini. And so this is a period of time where you're evaluating what aspects of you do not serve you. This is what eclipses do, and cycles that you're starting. So new moon in Sagittarius will be about where you want to kind of start moving forward with your curiosity and where you want to go next, and it really plays a big role for you. And so this is a time of review and getting ready for that. And then, of course, a full moon eclipse in your sign is really jettisoning out, even though it's the North Node area, but it's clearing space for growth into your where you want to take things next and where your curiosity is. And so I was making notes on that, and all of a sudden I heard the eclipse is in your 7th house of partnership. It's important that you know who you are. It is essential to moving forward. So this is actually really important work for you to kind of clear this up. And so, you know, there's the butterfly of transformation there. But it's in the heart space. And so this is about figuring out who you are authentically, what it is that you want. And this is guardian is here to protect you as you go through these changes, as you do this space clearing, as you define who you are and what is important to you. So we're going to go ahead and get into the cards here and see what other messages Spirit has for you. If you've never been here before, welcome. I really appreciate everybody that shows up. I can't tell you how much. It is so lovely to be back here doing this work again. So what we're going to do here is the 9-card spread. It's thoughts, feelings, actions, past, present, future. The center card is the key to the situation. It is, and then we'll take a look at what the overall energy is. And this is for the Scorpio period of the sun sign season. It's October 22nd through November 20th. I literally don't recall if I've said any of this. Spirit has been very strong and very present today. And so let's see what we get here. Ooh. The center of the key to the situation is the star. Now the star in Lenormand is about clarity, but it is hard to miss. Look, there, if you get really close. Third eye is all lit up, all these ideas, all this information, this intuition, this clarity coming through. I mean, sorting out what is important to you and where you're going from here becomes really important. That is just in your heart space. What a beautiful placement for that card. It's in the heart space and it's the key to the situation. Oh, fast and furious now. What? You have 2 cards on your outcome. Okay, the overall energy is that of transformation. This is a big change. Okay, so getting ready to go into these eclipses. You are definitely doing some work here. So this is a chance to really review, edit, evaluate partnerships, work-life balance, fun, romance, creativity, all these things that are going to be coming up in the next 60 days as we conclude this year, because then we actually move into a whole new cycle. And so this is important work that you're doing. So in the past, you know, you were seeking information on what will make you feel lucky, what will make you feel safe, what will make you feel protected. The transformation is happening in what you consider home. You know, I just moved recently, and my sister said, "So does it feel like home?" And I laughed. I'm like, to me, where I live isn't home. Home for me is a feeling that I associate with people or situations, or it is that feeling of belonging, which does not necessarily mean that the place that you are. So there seems to be some kind of transformation around the home. Well, it says house, so it could be where you're living. but it looks like a home to me. That little cottage, this is like a home, and I feel like it's home. And there's little stepping stones, and so it's the force, the stability to get to that, and it is represented by the King of Hearts. And so feels a lot like this has the energy of what are the steps that you need to take to get to the place where you feel at home. And that could be at home with yourself. That doesn't necessarily mean in a relationship with somebody. It could, because of the areas that are being evaluated. But unless you feel full and whole and complete on your own, like a whole individual, then it is not advisable to partner with somebody at that time, because it takes two independent, whole and complete people. When they combine together, that energy then becomes synergistic and really great things happen. But when you have someone who's only half a person and someone who is has no boundaries, and they mix, then you get this codependent energy, and this one just sucks all the energy out. Next thing you know, they're like this, and this one's all shriveled up. So it's important that you have nice, solid boundaries, and you know who you are, and you're complete and whole on your own, and you can fill up your own cup of love. And then in the Two of Cups and Rider-Waite, you see they both have a cup of love that they're offering to each other. It's not that they're sharing one cup and, one of them is sucking it all and the other one doesn't have anything. No, they each come in with a cup. It's Two of Cups. It's two complete emotionally balanced people coming in. Twos are about balance. I don't know why I went off on that. Okay, so the outcome, you have the key. That's interesting. Okay, so the key here is this card. It's the stars. It's the clarity. So I think you're really seeking the clarity on what it is that you want that brings around this transformation. I think you're going to spend a lot of time on that, which is excellent, because that's what you're asked to do. Talk to Archangel Raphael and do the brainstorming and see what kind of ideas and information come to you, and really brainstorm and think about what is the creative solution for the situation. And creativity is where you allow growth, the 12, right? Where the growth is safe and protected, and it allows for it. So it's growth of a situation. Oh, I never want to see this one here. Oh, well, this is interesting. Okay, so we were just talking about 3, and this is being the number 12. Well, this is 21, and 21 is again a 3, and it's the mountain. But here's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that you are someone that needs healthy boundaries. That needs healthy boundaries around the heart space. Oh, I missed this card completely. Okay, in the past, there was some kind of crossroads that was pretty tricky for you. Healthy boundaries. There is a situation where it looks like you were at a crossroads, and now you're listening to your intuition and making decisions. And I believe that this is like a moat around this mountain, but it's verdant and it's green. It's very protective. There's a lot going on there. I think you need healthy boundaries in the heart space. Are you a little leaky? I feel like I want more information on that. I'm looking to see what I have that I can snag to give me a little bit more guidance about this heart space card here. Okay, so this is the Psychic Tarot for the heart. And let's just see what we get here. I'm going to pull cards for the heart space, but this is specifically for that mountain in the future. What is the guidance that we are going to need here for this? Whoa. Wow. Okay. Wow. That's not so much. Okay. That's a lot. All right. First thing I see is that comes up is the choose your battles, the 7 of Wands. This is this protection around your heart. So yes, choose your battles. You need healthy boundaries around you. That 7 of Wands is a good card. It says that you are making healthy choices and you're defending what is really and truly yours. You have so many major arcanas that come with that. Holy cow, you have 4 major arcanas. Okay, so you have manifest. You can manifest love. That's the 6. It says love. Manifest love when you're in flow with spirit. When you have rebuild. That's the Tower. So I think over here with this crossroads, something happened, something changed things. There's a transformation around your home life and like where you live, how you live, who you live with. Decisions around that need to be being made. This is where you really need to get the clarity, follow your intuition, do the brainstorming, find the creative solution. Yes, you're going to have some, you need some healthy boundaries, okay? Because you're in the process of rebuilding, but this mountain looks like such a strong and sturdy and protection. Looks like protection. This particular mountain feels very protective. I'm going into the book. Just feels really, you know, this is about obstacles, but I feel like you're being protected. Okay, yes, see the mountain blocked the way so that one could not get to the other. When a mountain shows up, you must figure out a way around it. It can also indicate that your journey is going to be harder than expected. However, that being said, this said that there is a creative solution available to you that you need to brainstorm. And the key to the situation is brainstorming. So there is something around the house, the love, the flow, being in flow with spirit, manifesting what you want. There's some kind of a tower moment that happened that you are in the process of working your way through. It is going to take creative problem solving. There is an obstacle, there is a block, but remember, this is just for a month. This is not forever. And so during this Mercury in retrograde, take the time to go through and figure out what it is that you need to know, because that is why they're saying it's so important that when you get to the partnership of those eclipses, I think that so the hard work you do now, the part where you take the choose your battles, stand your high ground, but choose them wisely and believe in yourself and trust in yourself. Be authentically who you are. That hard work of really discerning what works for you and what doesn't work for you is going to be very important when we get to the eclipses, because to me, the eclipses are a lot like a tower moment. They come in and they shake things up. And for you, that being in your south node and your north node, there will be big changes going on. So the first eclipse will be happening in your 7th house of partnership. The second eclipse will be happening in the house of you. And so there's a lot happening there that needs your time and your attention and deserves it. And so to create this transformation, now a coffin can also mean the end of a major cycle. So it is a transformation, right? We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Things are turning, things are moving in a direction. And so if you want to manifest and create, you know, this love that you want on the other side of it, being in flow with spirit, you need to figure out what you can take down now, so the tower doesn't come along with the eclipse energy and do it for you. So really knowing who you are and standing in your own power. There has been a block along the flow of abundance in your life. So whatever that means to you, abundance can be love, it could be relationships, it could be finances, it could be, you know, advancement in career, it could be a lot of different things. But something has been making you feel blocked from your sense of feeling abundant. And so that is something to consider here. But look, you are being protected. There you have the spirit around you, guiding you, protecting you, and there's also community. Again, with that 3, there's 3 individuals, right? There's 3 individuals. You're being guided and protected in the storm as you are trying to figure out what it is that you want to do. You have a sacred space happening here right now. Take advantage of it during this retrograde to really evaluate how you want to reinvent your life, how you want to edit your life. What is it that helps bring your life into balance? What allows for space for growth, for creativity, for fun, for romance, for partnerships? What is going on in your life that is blocking you from having this love that you want to manifest? Wow. You need to cut something out. In the outcome card, we have the scythe. Now, the scythe was the second card out. The first one out was the lilies. This lily, though, okay, the lilies are usually about healing, and we do have the emotional water, but we have the frogs, okay? And so for me, the frogs on the lily pads remind me of a lot of different things. First off, that is cutting out what doesn't serve you. That is when I used to get the frog cards all the freaking time. Oh my gosh, I used to say, what in the deal, Spirit? I keep going through, I'm sorting through my stuff, I'm eliminating stuff, and you keep giving me the frog. The frog's about cleansing your space. It's about cleansing your emotional, mental, physical space. But I thought it was physical space, and I kept clearing physical space, and they were like, no, you need to cleanse your emotional space. I'm like, oh, why didn't you say so? So I had to go through and do some of that work. So whatever this is, there is something that needs to be removed immediately. The scythe is a sharp, quick, decisive cut of something. It's like the sword of truth coming in, Excalibur wiping that thing out. And so there is a harvest that needs to happen. There needs to be the sorting the good from the bad. The good from the bad. So what serves you and what does not is the work of this month for you in order to bring about this transformation. But this coffin looks like there is an ending of a major cycle happening in your life. And it's got something to do with where you live. But whatever is going on, I just want you to really focus on the fact that you are guided and protected. We've got the bearer of security and protection there, and you have the guardian here. You are so protected through this process. This process is providing space for you to really figure out who you authentically are and what it is you authentically want. Oh, I love that you got this card. This is my favorite one in the whole deck. You have cherry. Live an extraordinary life. So try to wear cherry-colored stuff this month to remind you that you're not ordinary, you are extraordinary, and the choices you make determine if you live an ordinary life or if you be who you are. And Gemini, you are extraordinary, and the North Node is there helping you, leading you, guiding you, showing you the way right now. And you have a lot of angelic help going on right now. So call on St. Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel, to help you do some brainstorming. However you do that. Do you do it through automatic writing by writing things down? Do you talk out loud to yourself? How do you do it? You figure it out. What works for you is good. There's no right or wrong answer. The only thing is that you need to seek the answers. Okay, that's your assignment for the month. All right, I'll see you back here on Monday when I do the weekly updates. If you have not seen this week's, it's already out. It covers fear. We talk a lot about fear. There is a new label, a new acronym that Spirit really wants to get out there. So I'm going to repeat it now in case you don't see that video. It says, feeling excited about the revolution. And the revolution is the change, right? And you have this change happening. So get excited about the changes you're making and live this extraordinary life that you decide, that you determine, that you create for yourself, right? We'll see you back here soon. You take care.